You're off the clock with Trish and Steve. Hey, Steve Bose.
Hey Trish, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am well, thank you.
Are you? I'm doing really well because it is countdown to vacation time for me. I have not taken a serious vacation. I
Wow.
know you look so shocked.
I was aware of this. We had talked about it, but I was not aware it was literally within a couple of hours. So, bon voyage, as they say.
Thank you. It's funny that you say that because I too, I don't that's one thing I'm not great with is like keeping track of things like dates for vacations. And so it was a few days ago and I'm like, I thought I was leaving Thursday. So in my
Hmm.
head, I knew the date,
I
but I
thought I'd
thought that
heard that
date
as
was
well. Yeah.
I thought you thought Thursday was I probably told you Thursday. So, yeah, I had the date that I knew I was going. Well, the date is today. So, I am going to London and then Paris today.
Ah, oui.
Oui, right?
Well,
Um,
nice.
no,
Good
it's
luck.
gonna be really fun. It's gonna be fun. But I thought of an interesting thing today. I saw like, you know how like different websites will put like, oh, this day in history, here's what
Sure.
happened. Kind of ties to my trip a little bit. So this day, 1940, long time ago, Bugs Bunny was introduced to the world.
Oh, Bugs. 1940. I wouldn't have guessed that old. I
19
would have thought maybe like 60s for Bugs.
Me
How about that?
too.
Yeah.
1940. So Merry Melodies, were you a Merry Melodies fan? Did you watch them on like on
I think
Saturday
as a very
cartoons?
young person, I watched a fair number of Bugs Bunny cartoons. I liked the Bugs. I also liked
I wanna know
um,
who your favorite is because I was gonna tell
Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner getting after it.
you.
That was always entertaining. I always
Yeah,
wondered how, like in the middle of a desert, like a blacksmith's anvil
an
would appear out of
anvil.
nowhere and land on something or someone. It happened all the time, but yeah.
Well, back then they didn't have Amazon, they had Acme, apparently, and Acme could deliver everything to the desert, so maybe
I had
that's
no
where,
idea
Bezos
as
got
like a
his ideas, I don't know.
6-year-old. I had no idea as a 6-year-old what a blacksmith anvil was or the term. I had no idea. All I knew was it was very, very heavy, right? That's all
Very
you could
heavy and
learn
designed to
from.
fall on roadrunners.
Yeah.
No, my one of my favorites, is Pepe Le Pew.
Oh,
So,
good
it
one.
makes me think I'm going to Paris. You remember him? He was always
Yeah,
after
the skunk, right?
the
Vaguely. Yeah.
skunk, but he was
Mhm.
always after this cat named Penelope, and he thought she was a skunk, and he just would not, like, ease
Yeah,
up.
and I feel like I don't want to dive into the Pepe Le Pew, kind of canon too much on this show, but I think like some of that stuff, look, by modern standards, right? A lot of pop culture content that was produced in the 70s and the 80s doesn't really hold up. Probably
Right.
would not be produced the same way today. I think a lot of the Pepe Le Pew kind of chasing after that cat stuff would not
Wouldn't
fly
go
as well today, especially for little kids who that was
I
built
know.
for and targeted to. So yeah, we might look back on it semi fondly. It's probably not so kosher today.
It'd probably be really cringy. It'd be like when we watched Flashdance. Remember? We were like, "Oh, we're gonna watch Flashdance and, like, do a show about that," and then it was
Or
like
read the I know I've talked about this before. Read the original Curious George book. Read that book if you dare,
oh, yeah.
and it's awful. You would never read that to a little kid today. So
Right, yeah. So, anyway, well, I also like Michigan J. Frog. Do you remember him? He was like
don't remember that one.
the guy he's like down on his luck and he finds this frog and when he opens the box, the frog will jump up and sing, "Hello, my baby," or whatever. And he like
Wow,
wants
no,
to make all this money from the frog. Look up the singing frog. It's cute. Cute little cartoon.
don't know
Anyway.
that one. Don't know that one.
So what's new with you? What have you been reading, hearing, thinking about?
A couple interesting things, Trish. If you follow the news at all, every so often in the US here, those big national lotteries sort of accumulate the prize because no one lands on the 6 numbers or the 12 numbers, how many numbers you need to win. And so one of them, the national lotteries, the Mega Millions one specifically, has not been won in a while and was drawn last night, was not won again last night, and is expected to be over a $1 billion prize for
Wow.
a single winner this Friday night. And I saw a news story this morning that, of course, companies try to latch onto anything in the news, right, for publicity, et cetera, et cetera. Trish, you familiar with Raising Cane's, the
Yes.
fast food chain that specializes in chicken
Chicken,
fingers primarily?
right?
Today apparently is National Chicken Finger Day. I didn't know it was a thing, but it is
Ooh.
today. And in the drawing last night, the founder of Raising Cane's, Trish, this person, I don't know if it's a male or a female, I don't know their name. the founder purchased $100,000 of Mega Millions tickets. Essentially, it was basically one ticket for every employee of Raising Cane's.
Oh,
That was what the person did. No one won, including anybody from Raising Cane's. So apparently, they're going to do it again Friday night. He's going to buy, or he or she is going to buy another $100,000 worth of tickets for their employees. And I think the deal will be, if they do win, if they won the $1 billion, I think like all the employees would split it. I'm not sure how much that results in for 50,000 people. I mean, not so much, but I guess better than nothing. So,
yeah, that's exciting.
I guess I bring it up too for that, but I'm not a lottery person, but when you hear it in the news, it's 800 million or $1 billion, I will probably go buy a ticket for $1 billion prize. I think I would. Yeah.
I don't. I'm not a big lottery person. I don't know why. I like scratchers once in a while, like on a road trip or something, but yeah, I don't know. If you like lottery stuff though, have you seen on Amazon Prime, there's a new movie out and it's called, I think it's Jerry. Is it Jerry and Marge Go Large? And it's based on a true story about this couple. Yeah, it was this couple in the 80s where he was really bright mathematically and he finds a loophole. I'm not going to give anything away, but he finds a loophole in the windfall lottery and literally wins millions, like over and over and over. So,
well, anyway. Trish, I'm just going to inform you, you're going on vacation. We probably won't speak while you're away, which is, I hope you have a great time. If I win $1 billion on Friday night, Trish,
are you going to share?
I'll share something, but I'll share this. You're going to have to find a new co-host for this show. I'm just telling you that right now.
All right. I'm taking applications, people.
I'm retiring.
For all the non-lottery players like me.
I got other news. How about this, Trish? I got double boosted yesterday.
What does that mean?
I got my booster shot. My double boosted. I went and did that.
I don't know why. That just didn't even...
I went to CVS. I rolled right in there. I made the appointment like on Monday. I was in there on Tuesday.
Okay.
I was in and out of there in 15 minutes. I feel like
superhuman.
Yeah, I feel like I have super strength right now.
Oh my gosh, maybe that'll keep you away from monkeypox too.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm staying away from that, but yeah, I did it.
You.
There's a lot of COVID going around again, and we don't even talk about it. It's weird how like no one cares. I mean, I guess if you get it, you care, but no one seemed. The president got it, and it was hardly. I mean, it was in the news, but it was hardly
a thing, right?
President got COVID. Like 2 years ago, that would have been like, breaking news, dominate the headlines. We would have, no, nobody cares.
Nobody cares. No. Well, I think we just take precautions. It's like even with my trip, I'm taking a COVID test with me just so I have one. Should anything happen? Of course, you take masks. Of course, you still take I went and bought new hand sanitizer, all the things. So yeah, you just prepare for life differently, I think.
Yeah.
So.
I'll give you one more then. Got time for one more?
Yeah, let's do one more and then we're going to wrap it up so I can get packed and on the road.
In auction news, this is my auction segment.
Lottery, auction,
this leads into a trivia question too. That's why I wanted to do it. I know you love when I try to quiz you. Trish, of course, we know Buzz Aldrin. You know the name Buzz Aldrin, right? Famous astronaut, was the second person to walk on the moon, famously on the first voyage to the moon. Person number 2 actually set foot on the moon.
Right.
He's 92 years old. He recently, just the other day, auctioned off 68 items of NASA memorabilia from his collection. Raised $8.2 million, including the prime thing that everybody wanted and sold for the most was his jacket, his flight jacket that he wore to and from the moon. It's a really cool NASA jacket, Buzz Aldrin. Yeah. I mean, that would be a cool thing to have. Really should be in a museum. I was
thinking, why is it not in the Smithsonian or something?
Yeah, I guess NASA allowed the astronauts to keep a lot of the stuff and sell it if they would like to. And so that jacket went for $2.8 million, Trish. So here's the trivia question. Buzz is still around, but Trish, 2 parts question. How many people actually walked on the moon? Do you know? And if you get close, you'll get like credit for it.
I think it's 2.
It's a little more than 2 because there were several Apollo missions that actually made it to the moon over.
I thought you meant in his mission. Oh,
no, total.
Oh, total.
Over about a 5-6 year period.
8.
That's close. 12 persons.
Oh, 12 people. Okay.
Walked on the moon. I won't ask you this one because it's a little tougher. Of the 12, only 4, including Buzz, are still alive. So
really,
yeah.
I
There's a
sort of
great
miss.
comedy bit. I can't remember which stand-up did it. There's a very great comedy bit about the last person to walk on the moon, and no one knows who that is, including me. I don't know the person's name.
Right.
Like sitting at a bar, and it's like, "Hey, what'd you do?" I worked out as a truck
Yeah,
driver.
walked
I
on
did
the
this.
moon.
Like, "Oh, I walked on the moon. I was the last. I was person number 12 to walk on the moon, and nobody cares." Like,
No one cares.
So yeah, there you go.
That's
So
sad.
congrats to Buzz. He's still around. Sold
All
off the
right.
stuff, $8 million. He's gonna,
That's a hell
enjoy.
of a garage sale. Right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. There's nothing I have that will go for anything near that. So anyway, well, good stuff. Well, hey, thanks everyone for joining us as always. I will see you back here in a week. If the moon and stars align, I may join Steve for a show. We'll see how that goes. If not, Steve, have
If I win
fun.
$1 billion, you will not see me, but
Get
carry
guest
on.
host. The show will just be done. All right. Thanks for listening. Be sure and check out all of the HR Happy Hour episodes from the HR Happy Hour Network. We have some new At Work in America information and shows out there. We have other shows out there as well. Get it where you get your favorite podcasts. And Steve, I think we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Yes.
All right. Bye for now.